So another catalogue of defection carnage and the Nigerian version of the politician's derangement syndrome as the ruling APC continues to claim opposition politicians and many Nigerians watch in dismay. The latest, of course, Governor Peter Mbah of Enugu State, who has defected from the PDP to the APC, taking with him members of the National and State Assemblies, all the commissioners and elected chairpersons of the local governments, as well as all elected councillors and at least 80% of PDP executives in the state. It's a complete rout, isn't it? Governor Mbah gave two main reasons for his defection: the savagely destructive internal conflict within the PDP at the national level, and what he said was the unfair treatment of the southeast region by the leadership of the PDP, with its insistence on retaining Samuel Anyanwu as national secretary instead of Sunday Udeh-Okoye, who was nominated by the southeast zone. So what will be the fallout of this falling out as the people of Enugu State who voted for the PDP stare down the barrel of a new political future under the APC? Well, for more on this, I'm joined now on the line from Enugu by the former PDP National Secretary Aspirant and newly minted APC member, Sunday Udeh-Okoye. Mr. Okoye, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Is it fair to say that you essentially paved the way for Governor Mbah's defection when you yourself defected just the day before?
Yeah, I didn't defect just a day before. I resigned a day before.
So when did you actually join the APC?
Sorry for the... I joined the APC yesterday.
Right. So you defected yesterday then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I defected yesterday.
Right. So you essentially, but with your resignation, you paved the way for the governor. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, my resignation cannot pave way for the governor. It's my personal resignation. The governor has his own personal resignation. And of course, you know that all of us will have our own individual membership card when we were in PDP. So nobody can resign for the other. So I resigned for myself because I know that PDP has been very unfair to the Southeast.
Right. Well, more so to you, actually, than the Southeast. I mean, because the PDP has successfully managed elections, managed state governments since 1999 across the Southeast, and the people of the Southeast have repeatedly voted them back into office. So that says something about their popularity down there, doesn't it?
I don't think that they were just unfair to me as a person, Aniagolo. They were unfair. The leadership, the current leadership of PDP, were very unfair to the Southeast. Not me as a person, because I didn't nominate myself. I didn't, on my own, wish to go and become the national secretary or replace the person who was there. The zone, you know, had a meeting and discussed the matter and nominated me to go and replace him. So again, maltreatment or humiliation, you know, depends on when it comes on board. I think the current leadership of PDP, sincerely, is very unfair to the Southeast, especially when Peter Mbah became the leader of the party. There was a total neglect to his leadership by the leadership of the party, be it from the quarter of NWC, otherwise. In every request of the zone, they turn it down. Not only Peter. Remember, Peter is a governor. The BOT chairman was part of those who made that nomination. The people like the former National Secretary, Senator Ben Obi, and a host of other leaders, former Minister for Women Affairs, Josephine Anini, former Governor of Ebonyi State, Sam Egu, former Governor of Imo State, and a host of wonderful other leaders, including the National Vice Chairman, Southeast, Chief Ali Odefa. And even when the zone said, take us serious, treat our request, take what we have asked you to take, so that this party, we will remain in this party and will continue working for the victory of this party in the zone. If you fail to do so, we will review our relationship with this party. And don't forget that we are the ones, we are at the forefront of, propounding this political party. Our son, Chief Alex Ekweme, and Malam Adamu Chiroma, and a host of other leaders in Nigeria were the ones that propounded this political party. And we wouldn't want you to treat us this way you are going. But they don't care. Some of the leaders were even threatening the Southeast. If you want to go, you should go. My brother Charles, I want to tell you, we left yesterday. Today we are hearing a different news in the South zone. And I assure you, many more different news will keep coming. Because APC have demonstrated that they are serious, that they can manage their party, that they can manage their members. That is the reason why you see a lot of people defecting to APC. You don't call a governor a leader of a political party in a zone or in a state, and you treat the governor, like a trash. You see him as if, if you want to go, you should go. Any of them who is complaining that Peter Mbah or people like myself and a host of other leaders from the zone, the state, have left, they should have themselves to be blamed. And we have joined a moving vehicle. We have joined a progressive political party. And I assure you that the way PDP was winning in Enugu before,
right,
that is the way APC will begin to win in Enugu from now.
Well, let me
Mark my word.
Let me ask you
By
this.
2027, you will see that we will win in all corners of Enugu State.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Udeh-Okoye, because you were talking there about the Southeast being treated badly, and essentially because of they nominated you and that nomination was rejected. But the person they accepted is also from the Southeast, isn't he? Samuel Anyanwu. How does that marginalize or ignore the Southeast? I mean, the person they chose to be national secretary is also from the Southeast, isn't he?
Well, let me start by, maybe you have forgotten the reason why they even, the Southeast decided to nominate me. Let me take you on that trajectory. They did that because Sam Anyanwu went to contest for governorship of Imo State, which he's supposed to resign. And he didn't do that. And that position wasn't for Sam Anyanwu as a person. That position was zoned to the Southeast, the zonal chapter of the party. That was the reason why the party sat in Enugu, which is our capital, to say, okay, who do we send to go and replace this our brother? And that was how they resolved to send me unanimously. Nobody was against it among all the leaders. In all the times the meeting was held, no change of voice. Yeah, well, it's not in doubt that Sam Anyanwu is from Imo State, and Imo State is a state in the Southeast. So anybody who is asking whether Sam Anyanwu is, whether he's from Southeast or not, the answer is very clear to everybody in Nigeria. He's from Southeast, yes. But when your people says that, oh, you ought to do this and you didn't do it, and we are replacing you, and this is the person we are replacing you with, my brother, you should honor it. Because even when you were nominated in the first instance, it's still the same zone that nominated you. And the same zone that nominated you then is the zone that said, no, we are no longer nominating you. So that is just the situation, Mr. Charles. I want you to just understand it, that what the zone did as at that moment, they did it in good faith. They did it meaning to make sure that the party moves forward.
Okay. I mean,
Thank you.
Right, okay. Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Udeh-Okoye. I mean, was it a difficult decision for you to make leaving the PDP? I mean, I wonder how traumatic that might have been for you, given that you nurtured yourself politically within the PDP. I mean, was it just an easy slide over to the APC, given that Nigerian politicians aren't really driven by ideology or by fidelity to any political cause or belief?
Well, when I was in PDP, there was no doubt that I am a loyal PDP man. Proving that to you, that the councillor representing my ward is a PDP councillor. The council chairman from my local, of my local government is also of PDP. The House of Assembly member of my state constituency is also of PDP. The House of Reps member of my own federal constituency is also of PDP. The senator of my own senatorial zone is also of PDP. Well, of course, it is very clear to the whole world that as at then, my governor was also of PDP. So it is not in doubt whether I love the party or not as at then. But when you love your association, and that association, the managers now turned against you. They didn't turn against us today, but I'll come to that later. The association now turned against you and begin to say that your request or that your zone is not needed, that if you want to go, that you can go, that they don't care, that no matter the number that will remain, that they will begin to make the party to forge ahead. But let's see where it will take them to. I assure you that I did not just leave PDP. I left because of the humiliation they meted on the Southeast. I left because we warned them.
Let me ask you this.
We warned them.
Right. Let me ask you this.
If they don't review this, if they don't stop this,
right,
we will review our relationship.
Let me ask you this.
And that we have done.
Right.
And we have left to APC.
Let me ask you this.
In APC.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Udeh-Okoye. Shouldn't it be more about what you're now going to experience in the APC? Because, I mean, you achieved so much in the PDP. I mean, you were a member of the State Assembly, I believe. You were youth leader. You were nominated as National Secretary of the party. I mean, when you compare that to the fact that you're just a new kid on the block in the APC, how does your new political home feel? I mean, is everything shipshape and seaworthy in the Enugu State chapter of the APC as you lot come barging in?
Well, Mr. Charles, you should know that beginnity is there in everything. Are you getting me? There was a time I joined PDP. And when I joined, I never knew that, one day I will become a House of Assembly member, or even become the minority leader of the State Assembly, or become the national youth leader down to national secretary of the party, which I served and PDP paid me for like 3 months. You getting me? So I want to let you know that being in APC, now that we are in APC, we have the same right with those who have been there. And I assure you that whatever, may come our way in form of anything, you understand, be it appointment, be it elective, be rest assured that we will take it in good faith. But if it doesn't come, it does not in any way make us to, lose hope in the party. We are going into the party not because of what we will get in the party.
Yeah, let me just come in there.
But because we love the party.
Yeah, well,
the ideology of the party we cherish it.
That's a quick love, isn't it? I mean, you just literally got into the party. But let me ask you this, because, I mean, we appreciate your forthrightness. You've been pretty straightforward with us. We understand that there's been some pushback to the dissolution of the State Executive Committee of the APC in Enugu State, pushing aside people like Ben Woye and Ugochukwu Abala, who used to be in charge of the APC in Enugu. And we're hearing that there are a lot of angry murmurs against this, with the APC stalwarts in Enugu saying that the National Working Committee does not have the power to sack the EXCO members at the state level. So it looks like it's not going to be plain sailing for you, for Governor Mbah, and all the rest of them into the APC in Enugu State. And there'll be some resistance to you guys waltzing in and taking over the party structure in Enugu State. What's your reaction to that? I mean, is there likely to be a tussle there?
Well, Mr. Charles, I don't think there is any tussle. I want to tell you, if anybody is telling you that the stakeholders of APC, you know, they are trying to form a bloc, you know, a bloc against us, I assure you, my brother, that is not correct. They are not trying to wall us out, and we are very comfortable. And if maybe one loose cannon, you understand, comes out to shout and say something, don't take it serious. APC in Enugu is intact, and our chairman in Enugu State is Chief Ben Woye. Are you getting me? That is the person who is our caretaker chairman. His secretary is Barrister Eugene Odo, and the other, you know, 4 or 5 members. And we are very loyal to them. And the leader of the party in Enugu, a leader of APC in Enugu State, is the governor of Enugu State. That is Governor Peter Mbah, who is doing excellently well because of what he has done for Enugu people. He has already campaigned for the party. Enugu people, the entire Enugu people is so happy with the party. The entire Enugu State people is very happy with the governance of Peter Mbah. And I assure you that on the day of election, because of what Peter Mbah have done, and because of the belief of the people of Enugu, by 11 o'clock, the election is over. He has already won. So, of course, you should understand that 1 or 2 loose cannon who doesn't even exist, who might not even, you know his left and his right, who, because of his personal interest, not because of the state interest, might be making noise somewhere. But let me tell you something. Watch the movement of APC, the movement of Enugu State to APC. It is mammoth. Everybody in Enugu State, from the governor, his immediate predecessor, the one before that, that is Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Sullivan Chime, and a host of other leaders, including myself, who has served in the National Working Committee of PDP, who has even been the National Secretary of PDP for 3 months, before the abracadabra after the Supreme Court, judgment. You understand? So anybody who is telling you that we are under threat, we are not. We are very peaceful. Our party is very calm. We are moving forward. I've told you the name of our chairman, and I've told you the secretary. You understand? I can even mention the names of the other caretaker committee members. The former Minister for Aviation is part of it. We have also Chiedozie Nwafo, who is also part of it, and some others. So, my brother, be calm. Don't mind those people. In politics, people might, try to send one bad message or the other, and those messages do not exist. Enugu State is calm, and Enugu State in its entirety is of APC. And APC, we know. Let me tell you something. Mark my word today. By 2027, the 24 House of Assembly seats we have in Enugu State, all of them will be APC. By 2027, all the 8 House of Reps seats we have in Enugu State will be APC. By the same year, the 3 senatorial seats of Enugu State will be APC. Our governor will be APC. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the leader of our party, the man who knows how to call the shots, the man who knows how to control the nation, the man who knows how to lead a political party, I assure you, before 12 o'clock, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be cousin to his house with a
right. Well,
in Enugu State.
so
our vote on that day will speak.
We're coming to the dying minutes of this interview, and we appreciate the time you've taken to talk to us. But I don't know how you've been able to gauge how the people of Enugu, who've consistently voted against the APC in elections at both the national and state level, feel about this defection. I mean, if you go on social media, you'll see that most of them feel very bad about it. I mean, they didn't vote for the APC in 2015, they didn't vote for them in 2019 or 2023. I mean, surely that must tell you that they don't particularly want the APC as the dominant political party in Enugu State.
Well, Charles, you are a media man. You are not a politician. I think I know how to win election more than you do. You know that you knows
elections more than I do.
I know how to win election more than you do, but you know how to do media, job far better than me. I'm not a media man. Let me tell you. Social media is not the only determinant of how the people feels or how to win election. We knows the polling booths of Enugu State and how those people from that area feels like. If you want to know this, if you come to Enugu, I can take you around the city polling booths and those living around there, then you hear from them directly.
Well, you should know. You should know, Sunday, that I am from Enugu State, so I do know a thing or two about the states that you're talking about. Thank you very much indeed.
But
anyway,
but you're not playing politics in Enugu.
Yeah, but I'm following Enugu politics. But listen, I want to thank you very much indeed.
Because I assure you, I got to run, mate. On that day, APC will win.
Okay. Well, we shall watch and see what happens. Sunday, I want to thank you very much indeed. Good to talk with you. Sunday Udeh-Okoye is the former PDP National Secretary and now a newly minted APC member, and he was talking to me on the line there from Enugu.